Have you ever wondered what it would be like to own a sleek, luxurious, and unique car? To finally have that dream car you've been trying to reach for so long and to call it your own? Well, I tell you, you're not alone in this. I've also been dreaming of the perfect car to call my own. And what better automobile is there than Bugatti? Some of you might disagree, but I suppose it's because you haven't watched this video yet. So what are you waiting for? Buckle up because in this video, we will be taking a look at one of Bugatti's unique and highly anticipated supercars of 2023. Strap in as we take you on a ride that will surely leave you speechless. But before we go through the fantastic features of this new car, I'm going to take you back to 1991 for a little blast from the past. What's so special about the year, you ask? Well, in 1991, Bugatti created the EB110. Not only was it a sleek, eye-catching delight, but the power and performance of that model were unmatched. You might be wondering what makes the EB110 so special that they made a model that centralizes on its features. Well, not only was it considered the fastest and most extraordinary supercar of its time, but it's also because of its historical presentation. Car enthusiasts all over the world have dreamed about it since then. And what's more impressive about it is that it was around for a long time. For how long? Well, Bugatti sold this model from 1991 to 2002. So, after Bugatti's three-decade hiatus, Romano Artioli, an Italian entrepreneur and Bugatti collector, bought the rights to the brand and committed to bringing the best and fastest supercar to the market. And I tell you, he delivered. Because of his dedication, Bugatti remains on its rightful throne today. Now that we've cleared it up, it's time for us to get into the real reason you're here. The Bugatti Centodieci. As you may have already guessed, the Centodieci is Italian for 110. This is not only a nod to the EB110, but it was also first unveiled at the 2019 Pebble Beach Car Show, making its first appearance 110 years after Bugatti was founded. I am at a loss for words. Bugatti sure has thought this one through. Since Bugatti has clearly established well-thought presentations, the Centodieci is said to continue the 110-year course of exceptional designs and performance. So basically, you cannot expect less from this model. Because of its inspirational precedent, the Bugatti Centodieci, as claimed by Bugatti themselves, will embody a breathtaking performance and pioneering design. You can see how this bad boy embodies the classic wedge shape with the iconic W16 engine, which allows it to portray the EB110 in a new era. Now, I know you're probably wondering about this supercar's price. Well, this 10 limited edition supercar made in France will cost around $9 million. Yes, you heard that right, $9 million. I could only dream. It is scheduled to be delivered in Italy in January 2023, so I say it isn't a long wait. Buckle up, folks, because 2023 is going to be one heck of a ride. It is 20 kilograms lighter than the Chiron, with an impressive power-to-weight ratio of 1.13 kg per horsepower and 885 horsepower per ton. Basically, it's about 90 kilograms of additional downforce compared to the Chiron. It has an 8.0-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine with 1,176 kilowatts per 1,600 horsepower at 7,000 RPM. It also has an all-wheel drive and a 7-speed DSG gearbox. What do you think about this so far? Let us know in the comments below. This model can go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 2.4 seconds and 0 to 300 kilometers per hour in just 13.1 seconds. Its maximum speed is limited to 380 kilometers per hour with over 16G lateral acceleration. Now, that's fast! let's get into its design. According to Akim Anscheid, the design director at Bugatti, the creative and development process of the Centodieci was both exciting and challenging. What does he mean by that? Well, he says, and I quote, "The EB110 is a very flat, wedge-shaped and graphically quasi-two-dimensional supercar of the late 1980s. It was technically challenging to transport this classic look into the new millennium and integrate it into the underlying Chiron platform. So as you can see, creating this work of art was not an easy task for its designers. Even though they had a basis for its features, they still had to look into different angles in order for it to successfully embody an innovative and exceptional facade. And the Centodieci's creators did not completely captivate all features of the EB110 into it. I mean, it wouldn't be exciting if they just fully replicated it, right? Of course, you would expect this new model to embody its own features as well, specifically innovative, creative, and unique ones. So, as I mentioned a while ago, it kept its classic Italian wedge shape, but held contemporary technological advances, along with a more stunning and sportier physique. What kind of advancements, you ask? The front part of the car holds airflow through the bonnet, allowing the improvement of the car's aerodynamics. As you can see, the front of his model is actually dropped very low. According to Frank Hale, Bugatti's exterior designer, this characteristic sets the Centodieci apart from the previous Bugatti cars, since the previous ones usually have a front exterior that's pulled backward. Instead of that, this 2023 supercar is daring enough to move forward, literally. Do you see how the windows are more prominent compared to the other models? Now, if we look at the lateral side of the car, we can see how different it is compared to the Chiron's lateral exterior. See how the previous Bugatti models like the Chiron and the Divo embody a C-shaped side base? Instead, the Centodieci holds complex concave convex characteristics and a side base that leans toward a small L shape rather than a C shape. In addition, the Bugatti macaron logo is now seen on the car's bonnet, which is greeted by a black element at its center. This feature is actually a nod to its predecessor, and so are the 5 round air holes on the lateral sides of the automobile. It also has very narrow headlights with an integrated LED daytime running function. Sounds familiar? The rear part of the car holds a unique taillight design. Do you see those red taillights? I don't blame you for thinking those are embedded in the car. You wanna know something? It's actually 3D. Yes, you can actually touch those taillights one by one. It's very impressive. This is one of the things that makes this model unique because the previous Bugattis did not fully embody this feature. Moreover, the matte black double-outlet dual exhaust pipes are positioned above each other. Below them are the underbody spoilers and diffusers, along with a fixed overhanging rear wing. According to Frank Hale, these diffusers are inspired by an F6 Lightning Jet afterburner, which is why they are tacked up. How cool is that? This will surely go down in history as one of the most unique and innovative cars. I mean, how smart is it to base the diffusers off an actual jet's afterburner? Now, the rear wing is fixed in its place and is attached based on the EB110 as well. However, what's different about this one is that it is mechanically adjustable, which allows it to increase its downforce. This just means that the car will have better lateral acceleration, and the rear wing isn't the only thing to thank for that acceleration. There is also the presence of the aerodynamic tailgate and the laminar flow optimized rear window. And you know what? Since we're already talking about the rear part of the car, I am going to show you the wide air outlet that its rear lights embody. It is designed the way for a more efficient thermal control of the engine. How cool is that? So as you can see, even though the Centodieci is based on its vintage descendant, it still holds its own features. Features that are innovated in order to fit the modern style that car enthusiasts would surely eye once it's released. It's classic and modern at the same time. What more could you possibly ask for? Now, that's the best of both worlds. And that's it for the Bugatti Centodieci. Which one of its magnificent features are you most excited about? Do you think it's better than the EB110? Or are you a firm believer that the classic one will always be better? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video. And since you're already here, you might as well subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell for more. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.